Liftoff show.
Yeah.
You already know, man.
Oh, boy.
Just incredible.
Yes.
DJ Sour Milk.
Yes.
And our real family, like our brother for real.
Yeah.
Belly has stepped into the place.
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm in here.
Belly,
in here,
man. Welcome to the Liftoff show.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me intern tonight, man. It was special.
Belly's answering calls right now.
Yeah, by the way, where's my water at, bro?
Man, it's coming right now.
Okay.
I know you wanted lukewarm. It was too cold for you.
Right. And all those, he only likes the blue M&Ms only.
Yeah,
Exactly. I got you,
exactly,
man.
exactly.
I got you.
Belly's in here, man, fresh. I don't even want to say off tour because the tour is still going on.
Yeah.
Quick pit stop in L.A. to come rock with the L.A. folks for a night.
Yeah, man. Honestly, just had to come rock with my family, man. I know me and you been going back and forth
Hell
about,
yeah.
just doing something special. So I wanted to just pull up on you.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Excited to have you up, man. What's been going on, man? I know you've been traveling like crazy on tour with Juicy J.
Yeah, man.
What's been the experience like so far?
Well, I mean, Juicy's a legend, man. Like in every
every
way.
aspect.
Yeah, like you want to talk about the party life, legend. You want to talk about the concerts, legend. The music, 30 years of hits, legend. Like, it's been an incredible learning experience, and just him being like, a real family-oriented person when it comes to us and comes to the whole XO family.
That's
you know what I
right.
mean? So it's just it's really an easy call, with me and him, man.
No
Definitely.
doubt.
Yeah.
How did that relationship start with you and him? And is that like kind of surreal for you? Because like you said, he's been doing this for a very long time, so I'm sure you were a fan growing up. And to be, I don't know, I guess like homies with somebody like that, man, is that kind of surreal?
Yeah, I mean, that happens to me a lot, and I'm not going to say a lot, but it's happened to me a few times in my life where I never figured certain people that I was a fan of my whole life, would end up being either fans of me or just
Friends.
or just friends,
Yeah.
or just just really fuck with the vibe. But just I never really expected that. God bless, man. I've been blessed to be around some legends.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. That is one thing, man. Everybody's always got great things to say about you. You're on everyone's, like, collab list when I ask cats, like, who they want to work with.
That's crazy,
They say
man.
Belly, and
That's
I,
love,
of course, follow closely on the gram and enjoy watching your growth as an artist.
Thank you,
Continue
man.
to blow
Thank
and
you.
pause, and you're just getting warmed up, dog. You're just getting warmed up out
Thank
here,
you,
man.
thank
for
you,
real.
bro. I appreciate you, man.
You just dropped the brand new video for Frozen Water.
Yeah.
You and Future just stunning out on that, man.
Had to, man.
What's that video shoot like, man?
Honestly, it was great. It was great because, Rolo Jackson did that. He did an incredible job. I think a lot of times you get a treatment and you get really excited about it, and, what comes out isn't the same thing that came in a treatment.
Yeah.
And, you're stuck, like, doing different things just to try to save it or try to bring it to a place where you're comfortable.
Yeah.
And I feel like with him, it came back, and I was like, this is the treatment.
This is what
This
I
is
wanted.
exactly what we went for, and he nailed it. He nailed it,
doing
definitely,
it.
man. And Future's like, that's the homie, man. He's never on Diva Time. He's never on, he's always cool, always humble. I've been knowing him for some years now, so,
Right.
another easy situation,
One of the hardest working dudes.
For
man.
real,
man.
I would say
Yeah.
unless we put me in the conversation. But other than that.
Other than.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just flew in to do this, man. You're on tour. That's arguable.
He's really amazing in the studio, for real. He goes, like, harder than anybody I've ever seen. for
No
real.
doubt.
crazy.
No doubt, man. Now, you recently posted the Biggie tribute, which I enjoyed too, man. We just, the passing of Biggie, the anniversary just passed.
Yeah,
and I could tell it was very, it was very important to you. And his music, I'm sure, coming up was somebody you were influenced and inspired by.
Oh,
What
yeah,
can you say about
absolutely.
Biggie, man?
Biggie influenced the way everything, the way I dress, speak, the way I wanted to be fly, even though I was big and the big boys couldn't get fly. I wanted to be fly.
Yeah.
Big was the one that inspired all that. And it came at a time when my English was broken. You feel me?
Right.
So that's what really, like, and I say this all the
Helped you
time.
learn
but,
a lot? Like-
yeah, like it really, like, for me, I was taking in so much of that music that it just became part of, like, my everyday language.
Yeah.
Ready to die. And a lot of it was not the type of shit you want to say when you're in grade 4, walking into school. But
Right.
nonetheless, man, it made me what I am today, for real.
No
Like
doubt.
that album really raised me.
Is that when the rap dream started for you, man? What was like back in 4th grade, or did it start later on?
Honestly, I can't really put a specific date on it, but I would say that it was around that era, right around that time, because that's when I really started learning about this language. This is my second language. It's not my first language. I speak Arabic as the first language. So I was learning about this language, and I started just loving to put words together and to rhyme, you know, certain things and whatever. And, you know, seeing Big Papa on TV and seeing Juicy on TV was like revolutionary to me, you know. So that's what really pushed me into wanting to turn that. I thought I was just a poet, you know, or that's what I wanted to do until I seen Big, and I was like, no, that's what I want to do, you know.
Right
That's
there.
crazy, man.
Did you make music in Arabic, in your other language?
Nah, I was too young.
Okay. You weren't like doing the ABCs or any Sesame Rhyme raps?
Nah, none of that.
Have you ever thought about going back to that and maybe doing an Arabic joint?
Nah, I honestly, for me, back home, the parents listen to what the kids listen to. You know, there's not a gap like there is here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of the music is, you know, transcends age.
Right, okay.
So I love the musical aspects of what we do, but I don't want to play with the traditional aspect.
Okay.
You know,
I get it.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I get it. So it's a little more touchy there. Is that what you mean?
Just for me, just because I grew up listening to it, so like I don't even want to feel like I'm the one, you know, messing with it. You know, I love the way it is, and it's survived, you know, a couple thousand years. So I think they're doing something right.
No doubt.
True.
No doubt. Inzombia mixtape, man, going crazy. You know, album. I want to say. You know, ton of amazing records on there. And you know, what was the process like putting that project together?
Man, heartbreak.
Because I know you worked hard and you put a lot of like your real heart into that.
Hard work comes, man. We do that. I do that every day.
Yeah.
I can't attribute hard work to a project like that. I could attribute heartbreak to a project like that. I could attribute hard times
to a project like
that.
And what was that? That was just the situation that you were going through at the time?
It was just learning about different people that I thought I knew about, and it was just being disappointed by people that I never thought I'd be disappointed by. Right. It was finding new people and learning that they weren't what they said they were all about. And then, just a bunch of things that happened that just made me want to sit down. And actually, at first, I didn't want to sit down. I had 3 months to finish it, and I didn't do nothing for 2 months, I was literally just in my own head. And it was crazy because, like the singles were doing well. You guys were,
going
crazy with the singles over here. And everybody was like, what's wrong with you? Like, this is what you always dreamed of, this is, and I'm like, yeah, that's the music side, but there's like a human side.
Right.
That I need to go work on.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I'm just, I was wasting time, wasting sessions. I was still booking sessions.
And just going in and
crazy money for no reason. Just walking in there and falling asleep on the couch. And, and it was a period in my life that I never thought I would go through because I'm so in control of my mental,
right.
But in the end, the silver lining and all of that was Sal actually hit me.
Okay.
And was like, you want to push the date back, bro? And I'm like, nah, man, you crazy? That challenge right there just sparked something inside of me. I'm like, how much time I got? He's like, 30 days. I hit you back. He's like, Belly, man, let me push the date. We got to get certain things to certain people on time. You know how
right.
it is. There's different platforms that the music they need to have it weeks in advance,
Of course.
So he's like, yo, we need to do this. I just buckled down. I ain't go to sleep for like 6 days.
Locked in.
No, that's not even exaggeration. I really, and I don't encourage anybody that doesn't know that side of the world to even go and try to do no shit like that. But that's really what ended up happening to me. And I finished that project. And I know that I wrote songs on that project with my eyes tearing up.
You could hear it. You could hear it in the music.
So it was that's why I say that about that project. Like, hard work could bring you a lot of things, but not what, heartbreak could bring you.
Right, right. And you are so honest in your music, man. I think that's what I know that's what a lot of people love about your music and even other artists who we spoke with as well. But, what drives you to keep honesty at the top of your, music, should I say, or bars, because it's tough to get personal as you do on some of the stuff.
It's tougher for me because a lot of my guys look at me like, yo, that's the big homie. You know what I mean? Like, he can't break down. Why is he? You know what I mean?
Right,
so,
you're the one.
So it'd be harder for me to do it, But the person that someone I look up to that inspires me, even though I consider him my little brother, is Abel. Abel came into the studio one day and said, yo, don't be scared to embarrass yourself, man. Like,
man, that's good advice.
Don't hold back, like. Because when me and him would sit as friends and I would tell him certain things, he would be like, yo, that's magical. Like, why doesn't no one know this? And he'd be like, you got to put that in your music. And that's really where I've always been really honest in my music, but not to the point where I was like, you know, I've played songs for some of my homies that have walked out the room because of how they felt like.
Right.
Just on some, I reminded them of a moment or a time where they got to take their glasses off and wipe their eyes out. And, like, that's when I started to know, okay, now, like, I was always hitting people with the music, but now it's like affecting a different side.
Yeah.
You know, that was probably the best advice I ever got, or one of the best.
Don't be afraid to embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
That's
For
dope
real
advice.
talk.
When it comes to being an artist, that's the best advice you could get, man.
Huh.
For real.
And is that the type of advice you're giving a young man like Nav right now? Like, I know y'all are working closely, and I know he's close with the team.
I mean, you know what? Nav is a sponge, man. Nav doesn't
Soaks
need,
up the.
yeah, he doesn't need nobody telling him. Like, he's such a self-sufficient unit, man. He's definitely somebody that, you know, he looks and watches and he takes in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he works in his own way, and he records himself, he produces, it's his, you know, it's all he writes.
One man show.
It's his melodies, you know, it's his production, it's everything. So, you know, I don't even really need to tell him nothing.
Right.
You know, nobody needs to get in his way. Just let him do what he's doing.
He doing his thing out here right now too, man. For real, I know a huge future ahead for my brother Nav.
Definitely.
Trap phone, man, as you light that up over there, you and Jadakiss. What can you talk about? You know, getting in there and doing a song and getting some bars from Jadakiss on the track.
Dream come true, bro.
Right. For a hip hop fan,
Dream come true. Jadakiss to me, man, is like the most consistent rapper in the history of this thing, man. Probably like, you know, Hove, him,
top five.
a couple guys, man. That just the consistency. You can't hear a bad Jadakiss verse, man. You can't. Play me one, please.
I'm waiting.
Jada's the truth.
I'm waiting.
Jada's
You
the
can't,
truth.
man. Jada, when it comes to the bars, is like, man, he wakes you up every time. He makes me want to get in the studio and write, you know. So it was a dream come true. And then when I got on set, like he's just such a real individual, man. Like really cool.
Yeah.
You know, I rapped him some bars that were probably like 12 years old or something. He's like, how you know that, man? Like, he went
some of
crazy.
his
Like,
shit.
yeah, man. Like he
dope.
was like, you know, so I showed him like, no, this is real fandom. Like I've been a fan of you for years, you know.
No
so,
doubt.
Yeah.
Who? Oh, go ahead. Man.
I was gonna say, like, who was the one who really put you up onto all the hip hop shit early on, or was it just something you picked up just watching TV?
Yeah, I think it was just a personal discovery, man. It was just like, you know, learning about somebody and hearing somebody on a record and being like, yo, who's this? And then go read the credits and be like, does he have an album out? And then go look for the album and try to buy it, or you know,
Yeah.
that's what it was. You know, it was never like you know, like it is now. You could just go to one spot and all the new music is like, yo, it's
Right
everything
there.
right here. No, it wasn't like that.
And how important was it for you, man? Like, growing up in Canada, I feel like Canada is such a melting pot just for the world, period, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like here in the U.S., you know, I'm Mexican, so growing up out here is like, you know, obviously I spoke when I was very, very little. You know, Spanish was my first language. So, you know, kids get made fun of out here for that.
That's
You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure out there it's a little different because I feel like there's so many different cultures.
At first it was like that, you know, but you know, eventually it's like you said now, so multicultural now that it's just a part of everyday life, man. Like, you know, if you're Canadian, you know that we're all colors. It's like it's not like, no, you're only really Canadian if you're this color or that color. Nah, man, we all Canadian, man. And like and what I love about Canada and like the way even the government is, you know, they embrace culture so much and they embrace like multi-ethnicity so much that it made someone like me, especially in my later years, feel a little more comfortable. You know?
By the way, is that a fire alarm?
I don't know what the fuck that is. I thought I was just high. Yeah. I thought Belly had just
Did I?
just hotboxed the whole room.
I mean, fuck it, keep going. Where you know, if it's a fire alarm, I mean, it's too
Whatever,
late.
we
It's
in
too
here.
late now. So you know, it's all right though. I was just wondering. I was
Just
like,
in case?
because you know, sometimes you have like a ringing in your ear.
Yeah, no,
I thought it was that, but
Somebody was talking
I
about
wasn't
it.
sure if other people could hear it. I'm like, I'm looking around. I'm like, can anybody else hear this shit, or is it like, am I tripping right now?
I thought you had me flashing back like in the movies, you know, when they flash back like,
Right.
my ears started going like, damn. I thought you had me in that Get Out moment. You just start hitting the
Hold on,
T.
I haven't seen the movie yet. I haven't
Everyone's
seen it
talking
yet.
about that movie.
Look, man, let me tell you something. That's not an excuse, all right? Look, spoiler alert, people kill me, all right? Because you should have seen the movie by now.
No, I know I should have.
It's your fault.
I know. Listen.
If you don't want to hear about it, walk out the room.
Right.
That's what I tell everybody with the spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Right.
If you that excited and passionate about it,
Go see that
watch
shit.
it, man.
I was gonna wait till it like came out on Blu-ray or something, but you know, I'm not really.
Get to the theater.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna sound like a bitch right now. I don't know if this is the secondhand smoke getting to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting my emotions out.
Yeah.
I'm scared to go to the fucking movies. All right.
Why, bro?
I don't know. You know, you just see like on the news. You know what I'm saying? You just see crazy shit. So
Nah.
when I do go to the movies, I make sure I sit by the exit, like by the fire exit. I don't know, bro.
Look, man.
The weed's making me paranoid.
The
dog.
homies will have unprotected sex all day with all these chicks out here, but won't go to a movie theater.
I never wore a condom in my life,
Yeah,
my
but
but
I'm not
okay,
going to the movies, bro. All right, I'm not doing
bro.
it.
You just made me choke, bro.
Pause.
Oh man, pause, double pause.
What's that road
Listen.
life like though with these girls out here though, Melly? What's the road?
Yeah,
Honestly,
talk to
I'll be
us,
honest
man.
with you, man. I don't play that, man.
You buttoned up out there.
Yeah, I don't play that, man. I'm when it comes to professional life, I'm professional.
Okay.
And I feel like when we in this life, we got so much to lose, and we've had so many great examples before us show us.
That's true. That
all
is
it
true.
takes is like a sliver of weakness in your circle for everything to fall apart.
Real shit.
I keep all that shit far away from me, my brother.
Smart dude, man.
You know, and shout out to all the girls and all the women that come out to the shows. I love all of y'all, but I know you're there to love my music, and I'm there to love the fact that you love my music. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? And other than that, my personal relationships remain my personal relationships.
Yeah.
You know, and shout out to everybody that needs to be shouted out in that situation.